Being happier, he says, is just an immediate consequence of all of the other benefits of writing. To live more focused, again, not losing sight of what your goals are. You're creating a living document, you're getting more awareness of what your dreams and ambitions are and awareness of your current situation. So, I definitely think that life can just sort of muddle on by and time can move at like a ridiculously fast pace. And so sometimes just kind of taking time to sit down, take stock of where you are and try and work out what it is that you want, what you want to do next, where you would like your life to go. It's not about being kind of, a massive control freak or anything like that, but just taking a bit of control over your life and making decisions rather than just letting things happen to you. Again, just, all help with the focus and shaping kind of your future. He says that writing helps you to overcome tough moments faster, which I think is really kind of relevant in this era that we're living through at the moment. According to him, Mr. Freed, there's research that shows this. For myself, I guess, again, I think it's about just making you more thoughtful, more considered, and maybe that helps you to kind of cope with and deal with tough times. As I said before, it's kind of almost a form of therapy. We rush through life from day to day, and it's just, I suppose, about stopping, taking stock of what's going on, how you're feeling about it, what's going to go on tomorrow, how you feel about that. And all of those things are, I guess, inevitably going to help you deal with stuff. And then his last point on writing is simply that you'll have a lot of written memories. And so, again, coming back to my suggestion over writing at this point in time is to make it kind of whatever you want it to be. It could be that it's a kind of a memoir-based blog or document. It could be that it's around, advice. We're natural nurturers and advice givers, and it could be that it's around our advice, our take on getting through this period of time, the insight that perhaps you have from what you're seeing at work, the kind of situations that you're dealing with. For want of a better word, it's, you're starting to create some content, and you can use that potentially for, as I say, like a blog for other people to read, to benefit, to enjoy. And who knows, maybe a book could come out of it. So, just go back to me. So, a blog is writing. For me, I'm trying to encourage you to make your mark on the world and let them know about the kind of things that you do, the kind of things that you think about, and to try and get some planning in your head about where you might want to go, be it, continuing on the career path that you're on, bringing in some new projects. But in this crazy time, I think writing is something that you might just enjoy the kind of the process. You might just get something out of the action of doing it, recording a really unique event in time, and at the same time creating something that you might want to use at some point. Blogs are kind of like short stories. You're creating, when you write a blog, you want to keep it nice and short, you want to keep it readable, you want there to be a beginning and a middle and an end. You want to kind of think about, before you start doing it, what is it that you're trying to do? Why do you want people to read it? As I mentioned, is it a memoir? Is it more advice and insight based? Is it humorous? Is it very poignant? Is it, religious focused, emotionally focused, family focused? But thinking about what you want to say, what you want to get over to people, will help you to kind of form what it is that you're writing, whether it's work related, what's going on the wards, in your general practice, in your life at home, trying to school your kids, or trying to get through a process of furloughing, trying to make your business cope until we come out of the other end. So there's so many different ways to tell a story, and we're all going to come out of this, it's the same experience, but we've all got completely different takes on it, completely different experiences from it, and we could all be doing something with that experience, with that information, that can feel like something positive for us, like something almost therapeutic for us. So things like using a blog piece, you could just simply upload onto your LinkedIn account if you didn't want to do anything else with it. You can create specific sites for blogs, which is like a website. There's a tool called WordPress that you can use to kind of publish blogs, that kind of thing. You can put blogs on your Facebook profile. You can tweet them. There's all kinds that you can do with this. And if you prefer the spoken word, you can even consider things like podcasting and creating videos. I mean, that's all for another time. But once, as I say, having worked through the basics of creating more of an image of who you are online, the next step is to add to that. This whole profile project, getting yourself out there, isn't, I'm afraid, a one-off exercise. It is about building and adding and creating, and writing on a regular basis can be a really good way of adding to that, and of creating more depth to your story, more relevance, and help you get your kind of message across, whatever that might be. So that is my piece on blogging and writing. So I really, as I say, I think at this point in time in our lives, it would be fantastic to see more nurse experiences out there, whatever arena you're in at the moment, whatever your take is on what's going on. And it could be something that you can use to improve your opportunities, improve your profile, and interesting opportunities can come out of this kind of thing. So increasing your profile increases your opportunities. So please, as I said, if you haven't seen the first one, go back and look at how to just start padding out your online you, your professional you, before you start moving on to the next bit, which is about creating more kind of content about yourself, and really creating a kind of living document of what it's like to live through a pandemic as a nurse. And I think we've got some really interesting stories out there to hear and to see. So I hope that's been useful. I will be back again here next week, and next week we're going to take it back to just trying to keep that balance of doing creating sort of projects for you, but also being sensitive to all the hard work that's going down. So next week we're going to take it back to a kind of a self-care live, and talk a bit about how we get through as individuals, some practical tips I've got for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're watching this on catch up and you've got any questions or comments, please do let me know. And if not, I shall speak to you all next week.